Welcome back to BeanGaming, everybody. Before we get in today's Orochi showcase, take a look. When you load up in most servers now, they have the God Kuma right up top here. No, he is not out yet. Not just yet. I'm thinking maybe a week, 2 weeks, something like that. Definitely within 2 weeks. That's what I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. I'm guessing that the summer event is going to come out this Friday. Speaking of which, unfortunately, I am not going to be available this weekend, so you're going to have to wait next week for my new video to come out, which I'll go over anything that came out from the previous Friday, but at the same time, just heads up on that. Alright, let's take a look now over at anime, and we're going to take a look at Orochi. What was interesting is that I was going to do a video on him a few days ago. I did pick him up in the marketplace. I think I got him for 2,000-3,000 gems, something like that. Not too bad, and I'm glad that I didn't, because what ended up happening is a couple days ago, which actually maybe it was yesterday, they buffed him. And so glad I waited, and now is the perfect time to do a showcase on him. So we're going to get on into it, and I'll see you on the first placement of Orochi in game. Alright, we're ready for our first placement of Orochi. Let's put in the back over here, and there he is. So check him out. He was always a cool looking tower. Just like so. Let's get rid of that Cyclops real quick. And look at what he does. Check that out. Really cool animation on him. What does Tier 1 do? Remember, it's a $40,000 placement. And what does Tier 1 look like? It looks like 1485. I do have lightning speed on him, so it's going to be a little bit more than normal. So lightning speed is, I believe, a 25% increase, even though it does show 1.2. But anyway, that's pretty cool over there. So kind of like a little bit less than Golden Dragon, if you will. Let's put this guy right over here. And look at his range. It's only 100, so it's not very far. But we're going to keep working on him, maxing him up, leveling him up, if you will. Not maxing him up, leveling him up. And then we'll see what ends up happening over here. So first placement was 40. Next placement's 50. We can get there and take a look. It's going to be 24.75. So it's not expensive at all to upgrade him the first time over here. And I do, for this map, I do like going with Shadow Colossus with Golden Might. It's just one of my favorite towers in the game. Let's remove the Cyclops over here. We'll bring him to the front. That's what I like doing on this map. I probably should put him on purple. Purple's a pretty rough guy to get going. And next tier is 60,000. And 60,000 does almost 5,000 damage, again on lightning speed, but still, that's pretty good. Now, the difference between him and Golden Dragon, because Golden Dragon's upgrade is very similar to this, it's going to be after we do the 120,000, so sit tight for that. And then you're going to see what going from Tier 4 to Tier 5 does. It's actually kind of crazy. So there we go, 120, so there we are at 9,000, almost 10,000 damage per second. And look at going from Tier 4 to Tier 5, it's 650,000. But look at the damage. It goes from 82.5 to 28.8, almost 29,000, which is huge, and it does max out at a range of 150. So I think that's kind of similar in regards with Pandora, with Golden Dragon. Although, if you don't have Orochi in your loadout, he's got to be one of the best towers now. So I was like, you know what? I have Inferno Kuma, and I have Force of Nature on him. There's no way that Orochi's going to beat him. And quite frankly, Orochi beats him with total damage. Now, keep in mind, Force of Nature, I am talking about over, I think it's roughly about 220 range total for my Inferno Panda. But at the same time, Orochi still beats him with damage per second. So that's pretty significant over there. I do love Inferno Kuma, but I just don't have room for him anymore, unfortunately. It's such a sad day that ends up happening. It's bittersweet, I guess. I am happy for that too, because I do have some pretty sweet towers, but sad to see him go. Alright. Roughly, Orochi is going for, before the buff, like I said, right around 4,000 gems, 4,000 gems. But since the buff, since he is one of the best towers now, you're probably going to have to look for about, or expect right around 6,000 gems. then that might be maybe the sweet spot for him. There we go. Maxed them out. Look at that. 34,650. That's with my Galactic Overlord skin. That's with my pet boost. That's not even with Mindo yet. So Mutant Indominus is going to tack on 30% to that. So I do want to throw Mutant Indominus on there. Let's see. Can we do these upgrades? No, they're the huge upgrades over here. And how are we looking overall? I think we're looking okay. Let's go ahead and get Mutant Indominus down now. That way we can go ahead and we're going to try and max them out as soon as we can here. We're 41.5. So my Force of Nature Inferno Kuma maxes out at 42,900. And you're going to see that we have a couple more tiers to go with Mutant Indominus. And look, he beats them already, right over there. We got to get to 500. Should get there really quick. There we go. So Orochi, what are you now? 45,045. That's pretty insane. Let's see. 45,045 times 3. That's 135,000. A little bit over 135,000 damage per second. What do you think of that? You can't, I mean, there's not many towers that are going to beat that unless you throw some ranks on there. But that's pretty intense. That's pretty insane. So we'll go ahead and skip forward to the last part of this video. We'll take out all 4 Oni bosses and then Oni brothers. And then let me know what you think of Orochi so far. We're going to fast forward. See you in a moment. Here we are, about to get to wave 30. Checking out Orochi today. And look at that DPS. 45,045. Multiply that by 3. 3 tower placement. And just a heads up, if I didn't mention this, or if you skipped to this part of the video, they also buffed Dragamo, and I did a video on Dragamo versus Alien Beast, and at that time, Alien Beast won. But with this new buff, if you can wait to place down Dragamo, like if you don't need a Alien Beast to be your starter tower, because Dragamo is not a starter tower. All right, I usually use Alien Beast as my starter tower, but if you can wait mid to late game, then Dragamo is definitely better. There's 5 placements, and overall damage per second, if you will, or the health per second, is a little bit better than Alien Beast. So check that out too. That's a nice track tower to have. Alright, first Ani brother gone. Who do we have up next? Oh, I'm sorry, that was the second Ani brother. He's gone. We're on the third Ani brother. This guy's going to be toast relatively quick here. There we go. He's gone. And how much does the red Ani brother, what's his health look like nowadays? There we go. Oh, now he's at 10,150. Or 10,150,000. Hello. And look at this. He's gone pretty quick. Alright. So let me know in the comments what you think about Orochi and his buff. He's definitely worth it. Right around 5,000 gems, 6,000 gems. I would say is probably a pretty fair price. Remember that if you do try and get him normally from the chest, it's going to take 1,000 gems every single time that you try and run there, or that you try and obtain him. So 5,000 to 6,000 isn't actually bad when considering the probability, because Orochi's what? Is he 3% or 1%? He might be 1%. Correct me if I'm wrong. You let me know. I'll go check it out eventually. But either way, great tower to have. So I appreciate everyone's support. Go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it. And make sure you subscribe. And also check out my Roblox group at BeanGaming. And as always, I appreciate the support. Turn on the notification bell. And I will see you sometime next week in the next video. Have a great day, everyone, and talk to you soon. Bye.